Estamos na TV Shopping e vamos conversar com o diretor global de segurança da Tiffany Co, Hank Siemers. Welcome to Brazil.
Thank you.
Hank, Tiffany is a global business. It exists in many cities around the world. Concerning to security, how can a company manage with the difference of culture, laws, policies, policies, etc.?
That's a good question. What we do at Tiffany is really to establish a basic security focus. And I think I mentioned it earlier today, is protection. And security really in any place around the world is pretty much the same. So if you can get through and talk to different people and understand the cultures and stuff, as long as you maintain that one consistent focus across the board, you're pretty much okay.
But give me an example. How can you train people, so different people, in so different places, with different cultures?
Training is important at Tiffany, so we have developed a method of training everybody, and it's online. It's a learning management system, and we're able to actually utilize different parts of the world to translate that consistent message. So it's the same consistent platform. Everyone has to go through it, and it's in different languages, so it works out extremely well.
Tiffany is a very high-end business. What's the secret to combine a severe security and a very discreet public?
You're right. We are very high-end, very customer-focused, but our security staff, we refer to them as professionals, and I think it starts with the training. Once they come aboard, we don't call them security guards, security officers. They're known as security professionals. We give them that confidence so when they're at the store level, they can address customers with that sense of, I'm a professional, not just a guard. And that works extremely well for us.
Why Tiffany opened a store in Brazil inside the shopping center?
We open inside, outside. For us, it was really the location as opposed to mall versus non-mall. I think the first place we looked at in Brazil was a freestanding location. But I guess the way it worked out with Iguatemi, and for me that was very good because it's probably one of the most secure malls I've seen in my career, all over the world. So it's worked extremely well for us. We've had no issues there at all. So, but as a company, it doesn't really matter for us. If we're in a mall or outside a mall, we still provide the same level of security.
And how you elect a place to open a store, a Tiffany store?
That's not my realm. That would be the corporate real estate services within our company, and they have a whole mess of different things they look at. But I know, obviously, we want to be in markets that are emerging and growing, as Brazil, China as an example. So that's really what we're focused on.
But you can say no because of security issues?
No, we cannot say no. Okay. It's a double negative, but we will secure any environment we have. It's always a business decision. We can change some of the lease negotiations from a security perspective. You know, what time we open, what time we close, the facade, how we build a store. But the ultimate decision to open a store does not reside with us.
And about Brazil, what are our singularities?
Brazil, we are more concerned with protecting our employees outside of the store. We do things here that I'm really not going to go into over and above anywhere else in the world, especially to protect our management team in Brazil.
Can you give me some examples, practical examples?
Well, typically in Brazil, which is standard, is an armored car. We don't provide that typically anywhere else, but we do here.
In your presentation, you said focus on consistency, not in results. What do you mean by this concept?
Consistency within security is very, very important for us. And I mentioned again in the presentation, that's why we train all of our security professionals in one location. We fly them in from all over the world. They get one consistent training application. It's done within a 1 week period of time. So when they leave that school, they clearly understand what our focus is as a department. And that's everywhere, not just in the United States.
Concerning to constructions and technology, what is your policy, the policy of Tiffany's?
We focus a lot on technology and structural standards, because for us that's probably one of the biggest deterrents we have in protecting our merchandise. One of the videos we showed clearly demonstrated guy whacking away at that glass, just can't get in, and that message gets out because our philosophy at Tiffany is hard target. So the harder a target we are, the more likely a criminal will go somewhere else, and that's our focus.
It's a risky business to sell jewelry.
Oh, very risky. And one of the things we deal with as an organization is complacency. What I mean by that is if you handle pieces that are very expensive every day, you don't think they're dangerous. So we have to constantly battle that with the people who handle that merchandise. Because risk, as we talked about, versus reward for a criminal is great with jewelry.
Thank you for the interview.